Davo and Johnson right now sitting and waiting in. This is winners finals, right?
This is winners finals, so we are at our best of 5 now at this point. But I think
wait, hold on. We got Kyle here.
It's real vampire hours in our City of the Wolves.
Real vampire. Oh God, there's 2 of them.
Oh my! So. He was talking about there's a secret third Davo in this background, and it's Andy. It's Andy.
Noslo is our third. And you know what? CPR. He could be a 4th Davo.
Yeah. Where's Rurik as well? We can get our 5th Davo.
Yeah, 5th Davo.
Unlimited Davo works here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
We have fun here.
So yoJohnson back on that Hoku, and Dave on Terry once again. This is a matchup that I have played a lot as the net play streets are running around with that Mr. Bogard.
There are so many plays. There's one where I got so annoyed, and I'm not a big lab guy. Yeah. I actually went in the lab. I'm like, all right, which one of these block strings can I blow up if they autopilot with like rev guard, stuff like that? What can I mash on? Like, how do I hyper defense, like, that Rekka right there and stuff like that?
yoJohnson, though, already seems to had been in the lab as well and figuring a lot of this out. And just playing very patient, right? That's a lot of people, they look at Hoku, they think, like, oh, he's a ninja character. He wants to be very aggressive, but he can also afford to be just, like, this lame, jump back, throw shurikens to try to catch you out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, going even back to, like, Mark of the Wolves, he was actually more of a, like, play it lame and play it defensive, like, zoner archetype type character. He still has a little bit of that. You can just bat away his shurikens with, like, normals and stuff like that, and they hold on, quick interruption. I just noticed. My boy Bob Wilson's in this stage.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's my dude. Real bout to and everything like that.
Well, Dave was, while you were taking a look at the background, Dave was taking a look at that health bar going down to 0 as they quickly took the round. We were talking about like Hoku being able to play lame, and that's a big thing, right? Dave wants to be able to turn that aggression up when he wants it. But yoJohnson has just been staying very safe and trying to stay out of the spacing, neutral jumping out of a lot of the pressure. But as soon as they're locked down in the corner, then you get to lock a lot more of that Hoku pressure down, finding this great routing as well, going for the up shuriken routing. No teleport follow-up, though. Wants to save some of that rev gauge.
One thing I really like that Johnson just kind of like showed us right there is that like a lot of characters in this game, they don't necessarily get a lot off of lights because it's kind of harder to go into the EX moves. Hoku's an exception.
Yes. Yeah, Hoku has access to do a lot of resources. Didn't want to spend it right there at the very end to kill, but still was able to find a way to take Dave out. Check. Popped EX Shuriken up close, but there we go. Tried to find the DP follow-up, but couldn't get the overhead to connect.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing in this matchup is that like Johnson's doing a really good job of using upper body invul to get through like a lot of like folks with like 5C and stuff like that from Terry.
There we go. Good throw tech out there. That's a very scary situation. So just being ready. Those habits, great light confirm right there. Just get the knockdown wherever you can. Trades Dave though in that SPG, so going to be able to, if they can find that big hit, should be able to chunk out a lot of the health bar.
Nice little confirm off of the jab. Oh, good bait on the edge, burn knuckle. Johnson's going to get a pretty big lead now and also knock Davo out of SPG, which is a huge deal.
Yeah, making great use of that double jump in a lot of these situations. Even just opting to be able to use it as a safe jump, but getting thrown into SPG allowed them to have rev blow. And as soon as Dave tried to re-challenge on those -2 situations, yoJohnson was able to capitalize and take it forward.
And since this is winners finals, that Dave does have 2 more games that he can Johnson has 3 games that he needs to win.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to download. There's a lot of time to try to figure out what your opponent wants to be doing. And you can already see Dave is just playing a little bit more patient, not even trying to preemptively snipe those shurikens out, just out of fear of like, oh, did Johnson try to go for a shuriken feint and then is going to blow you up with that like full screen confirm?
Yeah, with like the teleport and everything like that. Like, Hokutomaru still has like so many options. We haven't even seen all of them.
Yes. Oh, great just defend right there. Being able to allow you to backdash out of that situation, it gives you the opportunity to actually challenge the kick feint.
And I really love like a lot of the recognition that like Davo is showing like in this like that quick span right there, because you notice that like multiple times he got hits, but like Hokutomaru was crouching. Terry does not get like all of his confirms on crouchers because 5C will go like right over. So he decided to give up one of them, took the pressure instead, and on the second one when he got that wild punish counter on the 5D, just confirmed it straight into burn knuckle.
Yeah, it's some of that spatial recognition that Davo is very, very good at here. yoJohnson, though, continuing to just find these confirms, not trying to go for some major rev blow routing right here. And Dave's going to punish them for it to not take more of that health bar out.
Yeah, great use of like just punishing things with a jab and the power charge.
Go. Good 2C right here. Once again, should be able to put them all the way into the corner, but we'll pop the level 1 as well just to be able to get more of that damage. DP break gonna connect right here, though. This is gonna be potentially some big damage, but Dave wants to keep them out of SPG because they want to knock him out here.
Another hop punish on the throw. It's gonna be a lot of damage. He's gonna go with hidden gear super. Gonna hit him with Trinity Geyser.
Yeah, popping that hidden gear right here will deal a ton. Hoku does have seemingly a little bit of lower health comparatively to some other characters, so you always have to be a little bit scared. Great use of rev blow right there. Hoku players love to just go for C into kick break. It puts them into a pretty advantageous situation that you can't really press out of. So Dave just recognizing that and going, no matter what you do afterwards, this rev blow will connect and kill you. Just some excellent recognition of this matchup. Had the close C, but didn't have the big confirm, was because they were looking for a tick throw set.
So I really wonder if Johnson's gonna like keep that in his brain that like whenever Davo is an SPG, maybe kind of like lay off of a Kuhadan break and everything like that, just so he doesn't have to worry about getting SPG. But in that case, that's gonna make it so that 2C is just like not as good of a poke for Hoku. Because, that's the big thing. You can do like a 2C in the Fuhadan and then just break it, remain safe. You're at negative, but you're safe. But
yeah, but it's like -2, which is where Hoku wants to be in a lot of situations. Because having access to that 4-frame close A as well puts him in a pretty scary situation.
It's a 4-frame close A?
4-frame close A, yeah. Yeah, right?
No wonder they just do it. But yeah, right now Johnson on a pretty big lead using that 4-frame close A.
Yeah, just having that super quick jab is like a big thing that allows you to challenge in a lot of these situations. And that's also where Dave has been trying to like sit in a lot of these matches, is in that -2 range and then challenge appropriately. But Johnson not allowing it just yet, but we will be finding a good extension. Burn Knuckle to lock him down to the corner. Now put him into some bad throw situations. Does get the jump though and should be able to kill at the very end, spending the bar.
Sometimes it really does feel like, in this game, in situations that you might just be better off taking the throw.
Oh yeah, 100%. I've been very adamant about like, until I'm at that like 15% health range, just take the throw if it comes, because they may get like a setup off of it, but I'd rather deal with that than losing that throw and losing 50% of my health.
And right now, Davo is just being relentless, kind of like building up Johnson's rev gauge by forcing him to constantly block and everything like that. And once again, just like earlier, he saw that he had a crouching confirm, gave it up, decided to take pressure to pay it off up until now.
Want some more, just popping that level 1 where they can. Rev blow, though, going to keep them safe even at that -5 space.
Yeah, Zetsu Hikoken is such a good super for Hokutomaru. It is like his only reversal outside of Ignition super, and it does a decent chunk of damage. You're going to get it again.
Johnson finding another round to go into their favor at the very end. Now up 2-1. Dave not taking any time to breathe. No time to think. Just being like, I just got to go, and I know what I need to do to try to close this out. Let's see if they can find it, or if Johnson, though, can just be staying patient, finding that 2C and getting big confirms off of it.
Oh, nice little walk under there from Davo to get Johnson back in the corner, but unfortunately he kind of like bites it on a late cancel. This is going to knock Davo out of SPG. So unless Davo like gets some nice just defense, he's not going to have access to SPG attack again, but he's forced his way back in with power charge.
Oh, great use of the double jump there to feint out the JC air-to-air that Davo was looking for, and then fully capitalize with taking the round off that.
All right, like so many different ways for Hokutomaru to adjust his jump trajectory and everything like that. They have to react to differently.
And you're already seeing like now using EX air teleport as well as an opportunity to get in. But Davo finds a big wild punish over there with that far D. Did knock him right into the SPG, so life total is pretty even, but air rev blow coming through. Hoku's one of the strongest in the game.
Nice, just goes for an SPG again, but unfortunately overheats himself. So this is super dangerous. You're in the corner. You don't have any access to your rev moves, but he just mashes back out once again. Hey, I got a 4-frame jab. I'm gonna use it.
Landing that one hit to be able to just get so much of that overheat gauge to go down quickly was looking at a very dangerous situation. But now it's almost out of overheat, and Dave hasn't landed a big hit to punish them for being in this mode. But they might be finding it here. EX Burn Knuckle into EX Crack Shoot to stay safe right here. Gonna see guard crush at the last second, but can't confirm.
Misses the Burn Knuckle. Now stuck in the corner.
Oh, great just defend right there to try to keep themselves from going out of burnout, but we'll find it here. Super going to connect and get super punished up there.
Oh, it's out of range. Evo is just in shock right now.
Had his hands up and everything. Like, what is this?
Oh. All right, so Johnson is going to be sitting in grand finals on winner's side. Davo knocked down the losers finals. And so we got to wait and see who's going to be meeting him there.
Yeah, well, first we'll have to